What's good, everybody? I'm Jerry, about to check out another video. This is 10 times we thought Roman Reigns would lose his title. This video is about Wrestling Flashback. The only time I really just thought that Roman was about to lose his championship was back in 2022 when he faced Drew McIntyre at the Clash of the Castle pay-per-view, and that was like the closest thing to me where it looked like Roman was about to lose after he got hit with the Claymore kick, but ultimately Solo Sikoa made his main roster debut, interfered in the match, pulled the referee out the ring, and allowed Roman to kind of recover and hit his moves on Drew and to retain the championship for another year and a half until he just recently lost it at WrestleMania earlier this month. So you're about to hop into this video, see the 10 times we thought Roman Reigns was about to lose his title. Let's go.
Shoulder down. Roman takes it down.
Start this. I'm gonna start it over, y'all.
Roman Reigns' 1,000-plus day World Championship reign has seen numerous memorable feuds and matches, and amongst the Tribal Chief's insanely long run with the belt, there have been a few occasions where fans thought he may be defeated based on the story that was told.
Spear! 2. RKO! The height of that damn frog splash was nice.
Today we'll highlight these matchups and dive deep into each feud as we look at 10 times Roman Reigns nearly lost the title. Reigns' first big feud while Universal Champion came against his cousin Jey Uso. This was where we initially saw how important a role their family's bloodline and lineage would play in this overarching story. Roman demanded to be accepted as the tribal chief.
That was the first rivalry he had when he became champion.
He and Jimmy Uso acknowledged Reigns as the head.
And the evolution of Jey Uso is something to be studied, man. Jey has become his own man these past 4 years.
I don't just beat your kids with this title. I beat
The whole family.
with this title.
At Clash of the Champions 2020, Jey proved he could hang as a main event singles star by taking Roman to the limit.
Still to this day, Jey is still in there hanging.
All you had to do were to say the words, acknowledge me as the tribal chief.
That's my brother Jey. Oh my God, that was Jimmy Uso. I hate you. Why you gotta do me like that?
The return bout at Hell in a Cell was even better. It was here that
That match was pretty good. That was the first time I Quit match was inside the Hell in a Cell.
Reigns had to contend with 2 challengers going into WrestleMania 37 in Edge and Daniel Bryan.
This is one of my favorite triple threat matches.
It's clear what his intentions were going into the show.
I'm gonna smash them, I'm gonna stack them, I'm gonna pin them 1, 2, 3.
Despite Reigns' confidence, WrestleMania is about happy endings.
That match was a pretty good match.
The first WrestleMania back with the fans.
Then he sent them both to AEW.
Like Daniel Bryan standing tall, with the whole crowd yesing in approval. But it was at Mania 37 we would get a taste of just how dominant this title reign was going to be. It was a fantastic contest and a stellar match.
Yes, Lock.
However, the outcome was the most convincing of victories for Roman, doing exactly what he set out to do. It wasn't easy building to a WrestleMania main event without fans at the shows.
I will beat him down so
I forget the fans weren't there during that time. During that WrestleMania. During that WrestleMania, I mean. No, that was in there. WrestleMania 37.
Everybody needs me.
The build-up was WrestleMania 37 was the first time the fans came back.
But the wrestlers made it work.
Yeah. That was the first WrestleMania with fans since 35.
After again seeing off Daniel Bryan and Edge, this time in separate singles matches, it was time for one of Reigns' old rivals to drop back in.
John Cena, baby. SummerSlam. Was that SummerSlam? No, that was Money in the Bank.
Cena was going to show how far Roman had come since their previous feud. Cena had completely told Reigns a new one on the mic last time out.
Because when they look at you, they see what I see. A cheap-ass, corporately created John Cena bootleg.
Oh.
Treat me like a drug test, Holmes. You ain't getting past me.
However, this was a much different Roman Reigns. His promos had improved greatly, and he was far better prepared to go against Cena.
It's like missionary position every single night. 20 plus years of missionary might have been good enough for you, but it wasn't good enough for Nikki Bella.
Oh.
We've already seen Mr. Missionary tonight. Did John Cena write that promo for you, huh? Are you gonna say the same stuff?
John's approach going into the match was also different.
It's as if Cena shows up, we cheer. Is this like Bizarro World? What's going on? If you can find somebody who makes missionary position entertaining.
They used to boo the hell out of John Cena.
Keep him in your life. It's going to be worth it, I promise.
He spoke about how all
I think he was like one of the few baby faces to ever get booed.
This was a simple yet effective way to hype the match. It also helped that John was immensely over on television. Fans were overjoyed to see him again, and they wanted
And he
to
always
see him
embraced
victory
it.
at SummerSlam.
Oh my goodness! And Cena from behind!
Roll up.
1, 2, 3!
But as we've seen already, this incarnation of Roman Reigns was drastically different to before.
Cena!
Hey, hey.
For the 17th time in his career! And Roman Reigns kicks out again!
While we got the impression on TV that this
Will we
legend
ever see a
Cena
John
would
Cena
battle behind
17
him
time
would handily beat
championship
the
reign
2017
one
Roman,
last time before he
was still
retires?
Reigns is the tribal chief.
Roman Reigns with a
Spear.
And just like that, Roman Reigns will repay!
Roman didn't have time to soak in the victory against
Brock
Cena,
came back.
since the head of the table immediately came face to face with his next challenger. A new look Brock Lesnar sought to avenge his loss to Reigns at SummerSlam 3 years prior. But things would be far more interesting this time round given Roman's association with Brock's famous advocate, Paul Heyman.
Of all the championships that we can go after together, why the Universal title?
I already read the damn contract this morning with my advocate, Paul Heyman.
Oh.
My tribal chief.
Oh.
You know, I've had it with your disrespect.
The speculation on where Heyman's allegiances lied made for a compelling program. Reigns' illness
That was
was
Brock's best character.
This did do was raise the stakes for WrestleMania tenfold. Since
Like,
Roman
Brock
had taken
he
up,
legitimately
everyone
looked like he was having
Lesnar
fun during that
added
time.
to the WWE title match, which he ended up winning.
That's it! Wiped out the field. I've
That was pretty
never seen
predictable,
a
'cause
performance like that.
Brock Lesnar not gonna lose a
Winner
match
takes
like
all
that.
clash at Mania. Heyman ultimately turned on Brock for good at the Royal Rumble. Meaning Lesnar went to WrestleMania alone.
Oh, yeah! And this could be it! Oh, God! Roman's arm was gonna snap! And Reigns
Spear.
Roman's arm is out.
Brock would get one more shot against Reigns at SummerSlam in a last man standing match, where a loss would mean Lesnar
Oh.
no longer challenged for the WWE Universal title, while Roman was still champion.
That SummerSlam match was so good. Oh, he's trying to kill
This
him.
proved to be the two men's best match with one another so far. Brock went to insane lengths to try and win, but the bloodline interferences would prove too much.
Lesnar's lifted up the ring with Roman Reigns in it! Brock Lesnar
That match was so good.
Lesnar can't breathe! It's over!
Reigns' feud at the start of 2022 with Seth Rollins showed us how much Rollins and his turn on the Shield influenced Roman to become the character he became.
That's the whole reason why Roman lost the championship at WrestleMania this year.
All times, while also
Due to that.
manipulative and greedy with power. The mind game Seth played into the run-up to the Royal Rumble clearly got to Reigns.
When I sent you packing with a chair to the back, you still couldn't do it on your own.
Ooh.
You needed your famous bloodline. They're the ones who hold you up, just like me and Mox did in the Shield. The Usos are your pedestal. I created you, and I can destroy you.
You look
True.
like a clown, you sound like
The
a clown
architect-
because you're a clown.
Then you've brought more shame to your family than anybody.
Rollins also played up how Roman had never won a match between the two when a title was on the line.
That's true to this day. He never beat Seth clean before.
Seth Rollins beats Roman Reigns every single time.
Finish at the Rumble was left open-ended since Reigns could only keep his title due to being intentionally disqualified.
Rollins looking for
Yep.
the stop! Rollins hit the stop! Beat the champ!
Roman has never beat Seth clean.
He got out! Roman Reigns is not gonna break! Reigns is gonna be disqualified!
Therefore allowing this feud to be revisited at a later date. When WWE announced they would be holding a major event in the United Kingdom for the first time in 30 years, it seemed only right that Drew
Drew
McIntyre
McIntyre.
would challenge for the
This
World
right here was the only time I thought his
Company's
title
biggest
reign was in jeopardy.
A A Drew victory would have surely rivaled the conclusion to SummerSlam 92 at Wembley, and it certainly felt like a great deal of momentum was in his favour.
Somebody has to take that title off the part-time champion. I don't think you represent those titles the way they deserve to be represented, and you do not deserve to be champion.
Oh, Claymore.
McIntyre!
At Clash at the Castle, fans would again be reminded of how Reigns' story was here for the long haul.
I thought it was over. 2 Solo.
It wasn't going to stop, not even for a picture-perfect fairy tale ending. The WWE debut of Solo Sikoa was the difference on the night, as the bloodline became even stronger.
Solo hangs Drew across the top.
Spear.
Following the clash, Sami Zayn's association with the bloodline became the highlight.
I knew Sami was gonna win at No Way Out, not No Way Out, Elimination Chamber last year.
The segments with Sami were so entertaining.
But he was over as hell last year.
Becoming more revered as a ruthless leader.
I don't give a damn what the tribal chief say. Do you think you're me? Do you think you're me? Do you think you're me? Do you want to be me? Do you want to be the tribal chief?
On top of being such an endearing character,
Paul Heyman is
Zayn
hilarious.
having to constantly prove himself to gain the bloodline's acceptance got him over big with the audience. It got to the stage where fans didn't want to see Sami become accepted as family. They wanted to see him defeat Reigns for the belt.
I owe you one of those. You can't follow directions. Explain to me why I have to treat you like a child. I give you opportunity after opportunity. I let you in my family, and this is what you do. This is the respect you.
It
Solo.
all came to head when Zayn was tasked with destroying his former best friend, Kevin Owens.
Royal Rumble
To become
last year.
full-fledged
That was lit
bloodline
too. That was a good
The
match.
result was one of
And a
the
good
all-time
story
great
after the
anthems
match
in
that was
WWE
building up.
history.
Steel chairs, Roman's kryptonite. When a family member has it.
For the championship at the Elimination Chamber event, and best of all, it was going to take place in Zayn's hometown of Montreal.
Because I am gonna be the one to take him down! Roman! You are going down!
If Roman's last style defense was a
Sammy was over as hell last year. He still is, but during that big moment, everybody wanted to see Sammy become Universal Champion, undisputed champion. I mean,
SmackDown and subsequent pay-per-view
his wife was there, his family was there. That was in his hometown of Montreal, Canada.
And of all the damn ways.
You know, it was kind of an unhappy ending tonight. And I'd be lying if I said that doesn't affect me.
After everything that had gone
Cody
down,
Rhodes.
fans were still left waiting for that happy ending. If Sami
This
Zayn
right here
story because
had me
Reigns
heartbroken
still
last year when Cody lost the
surely was
championship.
that
When Cody lost the match
someone who upon
at
death
WrestleMania.
in WWE made
He
it
failed to
his
win the
mission
championship
to
last year.
win the championship so he could finally bring this belt to the Rhodes family. Cody gave off huge main event character vibes in the run-up to Mania. All the while, Roman had remained that seemingly unbeatable final boss. Despite this, now more than ever, fans were convinced that the Tribal Chief's dominance would come to an end. And it was going to happen at WrestleMania 39. Rhodes cut riveting promos during the build-up. Every segment meant something.
At WrestleMania, when I take those titles personally. It's not because I think I am somebody. It's because I want to be somebody.
There hadn't been such a big fight feel going to the main event of WrestleMania in years.
At WrestleMania, I finish.
The story. Oh, I think that was the first time they went face to face.
For one of these,
Whoa.
you didn't want to do the Stardust thing, so what happened? You ran away. Started a company and a promotion that you couldn't get over in.
Fans could picture the ending
Damn.
before it even happened. Only it never did happen. At least not yet.
Crossroads! And I kick out my reins! Pedigree! For the title! For
Two.
the title! Oh my God!
There's a no.
Spinner!
It's over.
This is as real as it gets. And the man
I was heartbroken.
His dad told me that 10 years ago.
Story is unfinished, but a lot of good stories have a lot of pages.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest story we talked about previously lied within the bloodline. Jey Uso's disdain for Reigns was observed back in 2020, and in the time since, we'd seen Jey continue to blossom as a character. After seeing how Jey stood up for Sami Zayn, after how unfairly Reigns had treated nearly everyone in the bloodline, it was only a matter of time before Jey turned on Roman.
That storyline right there was so good, leading up to SummerSlam last August. The Money in the Bank tag team match they had, that Civil War match they had. Ugh. I was so lit when this happened on SmackDown that week.
At Money in the Bank, Jey made a massive step
Civil
towards
War,
being the
baby.
next head of the table by becoming the first person to pin Roman since 2019. This was unexpected, but it set up a tribal combat match at SummerSlam 2023.
This is tribal combat now. Do the elders know about this?
It was their ideals. When you lose, you ain't gonna be tribal chief no more, man.
I don't even want to be tribal chief.
However, Jimmy's interference cost Jey the
Punk ass Jimmy. Punk ass Jimmy Uso. Hating ass Jimmy.
story was ultimately going to lead to a match against each other.
I would never be able to live
Yeah, that match sucked though.
if I let you and watch you become an egotistical ass like
him, Reigns.
Meanwhile, for Reigns, there was one man with unfinished business.
No.
Cody
Cody
returned
Rhodes,
to the match
baby.
with Roman was set for WrestleMania 40, but The Rock being in his cousin's corner added a different
The-
dynamic.
this year's build up to WrestleMania 40 was so
Meanwhile,
good.
stood next to Cody. Fans
I'm
were
glad The
once
Rock
again
came back.
invested in seeing Rhodes finally capture the WWE title. Rock's presence created huge buzz
Mhm.
and made things even more interesting, but at the end of the day, it was still about Cody finishing his story, with the family ties being an even bigger factor this